Student, so we know the importance of our subject, knowledge, representation, reasoning, mainly of a logic-based approach in terms of deriving of a solution to the problem. So in the last class, you see the idea regarding of a set strategy and in terms of the knowledge-based inference system. Now we move to another important topic in terms of the reasoning or the resolution, which is called backtracking. So normally what happens, again it comes under the category for data structure. So it will be either also called as a search tree. You already know what is a tree in terms of binary tree and then leaf tree and for tree. A number of trees are used in terms of finding the solution. Again the backtracking is also called as depth first search. So already we know depth first search and then informed search, sequential search in our data structure. Again same concept. And again the backtrack is also called as an algorithm. What is an algorithm? Now a subject, now a system, AI system is going to find a solution. What happened? From the state, we know the automata theory. Maybe what is the starting state and what is the final state. The final state is called as the, what to say, the weighted stages of the each and every stages, and finally reaching to the, what state? The final target output. So we are going to see what are the various steps in the backtracking algorithm. So here quite simple, it will be having a 5 step. What happened? Test whether solution is existing or not. Whether the solution it is either in a tree or maybe a linear graph or maybe E for example. If it is available, what happened? It will be returning it. The second what happened? If found. If the result is available for a known solution and the unknown solution, it will be returning the result. If it not so, what happened? Yes. We know it is called implication, not about the programming concern. If the things are not available, what are the various options and alternative solution for our problem? What happened? Make the choice. Make the choice. What happened? Again, the backtrack will be finding either form of the search tree concept or maybe a depth finding whether any appropriate things are available. It is good for the solutions or not. And then recursive. We know what happened. A function, we know in terms of the factorial, in terms of solving a problem, function will be calling itself until the solution is derived. So what happened? After the tree, it will be finding and the function will be returning. Here the function will be calling itself until the value is returning positive. Otherwise, what happened? When the value is positive, it will be returning. Now it is getting into the last option. This is the major steps of the backtrack algorithm or maybe a backtrack search algorithm. If no choice, so what happened to the problem? The algorithm or maybe in terms of tree or maybe in terms of the neural network or in terms of the graph, no solution is not existing. If no choice, remain, return failure. So we know the concept of the negation as a failure. It's come to the failure, the system will be adopting the procedure how to make it positive. So what happened? It is important algorithm is in terms of very simple algorithm using a simple implication. If it is available, return it or finding it or not. If the algorithm is used in terms of any number of applications. What are the various system applications in terms of presently all of them we are using of a game, AI game. Again see here, the list of various applications are done with the help of the backtracking algorithm such as solving in maze game, so to the snake game or etc. We will be using in terms of 18 by 8 or maybe of 16 into 16 or 13 to 32 depending upon the what happened on the board. The game will be getting it and then the snake either you know it what is a solving of maze game and followed by what happened coloring map in terms of a network. What are the covered cities, what are the connected cities and etc. will be again possible with the help of the simple implication. So when a program is contained only two constraints, one is a looping constraint, either of either of a loop or do while or maybe a for while or maybe a switch case or anything. Or inside the loop what happened will be of the implication, simple if then or the decision making or expert system. So the coloring map is normally used in terms of the what to say when a tree. Now in terms of network, either of a closed network or cloud what happened or maybe of anything, the algorithm is going to be implemented. The third application, solving of puzzles, either in terms of our what to say chess game or anything or maybe of a class game. Again, what happened? Other few applications. Already we know what an n-cube problem or 8-cube problem or n number of applications. So this backtracking is an important constraint with using a simple what happened implication, the dependent etc. in defining a number of ideas. How to prototype? Quite simple is by code or maybe a C code, procedure code, or maybe a what happened advanced programming technique. But what happened in terms of the gaming environment? Presently, all the codes are getting in terms of Python with the help of Pygame and etc. Because in the previous class also I see the idea in terms of the space ranger. So this backtracking game of using a simple implication used in terms of the different application in terms of real time. You can do it study and then everything in terms of notes on. In terms of either of a notepad or maybe of a Jupyter or maybe Anaconda with the Pygame, you will be having a hands on how the things are happening. So this algorithm is one of the important algorithm carry out a number of applications. Okay, when you find free time, you can use it as a either a mini project etc. in order to make it a hands-on experience in terms of what to say, how to use the Pygame in terms of what to say to you in terms of the space ranger game. Thank you, my dear students.